What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Jorge's House of Horrors, where mystery is mandatory and explanations are always optional. I'm your host, Jorge, and today we're going way back, way back, long before haunted dolls and dream demons. This is one of the oldest unsolved disappearances in North America, a colony of over 100 men, women, and children who vanished without a trace. No graves, no bodies, no signs of violence. Just an abandoned settlement and a single haunting word carved into a wooden post. This is the legend of the lost colony of Roanoke, a true American mystery that's never been solved. The year is 1587. England is hungry to plant a permanent foothold in the New World before the Spanish Empire beats them to it. Sir Walter Raleigh receives a charter from Queen Elizabeth I to establish a colony on Roanoke Island located in what is now North Carolina. A group of 117 English settlers led by John White lands on the island. Among them are families, craftsmen, farmers, and even White's daughter, Eleanor Dare, who soon gives birth to the first English-born in America, Virginia Dare. But trouble starts early. The local CROATOAN tribe, once friendly to English explorers, has grown wary and hostile due to previous expeditions. Supplies are running low. The settlers convince John White to return to England and bring back reinforcements and provisions. Reluctantly, White sails back, promising to return quickly. He doesn't come back for 3 years. When John White finally returns in 1590, the colony is gone. Completely. No people, no fires, no food, no struggle. The homes are dismantled, not destroyed, as if settlers had left in an orderly way. The only clue, the word CROATOAN, carved into a fence post, and nearby the letters CRO scratched into a tree. White had left specific instructions. If the colonists were forced to relocate, they should carve the name of their destination. If it was due to danger or attack, they were supposed to carve a cross. There was no cross. So did they go to CROATOAN Island, now known as Hatteras Island, about 50 miles south? White wanted to check, but a storm hit, damaging his ship. His crew refused to continue the search. He never saw his daughter or granddaughter again. So what happened? This is where the theories begin, and more than 4 centuries later, we're still debating. Let's break down the main ones. The first theory, they assimilated with the CROATOAN tribe. This is the most accepted historical theory. Many believe the colonists, facing starvation and isolation, abandoned the settlement and integrated with the friendly CROATOAN tribe. Later, European settlers reported Native American groups with gray eyes, light hair, and English-style farming techniques. The Lumbee tribe in North Carolina even claims descent from the lost colonists. Their oral history says white people joined them, bringing tools, language, and disease. But no DNA proof has ever confirmed it, and skeptics argue if they had survived, why didn't any of them try to contact English ships in the years to come? There was another theory. Some believe the colonists were wiped out by hostile tribes, possibly the CROATOAN, who had clashed with earlier English explorers. But again, no bodies, no signs of a battle, and the settlement had been carefully dismantled, not burned. Even Spanish explorers who were searching for English colonies to eliminate never found evidence of a raid. It's an option, but it's also a big maybe. Could the settlers have just died? This is our next theory. Possibly. Food shortages, hurricanes, illness, and exposure to harsh conditions could have wiped them out slowly. If they had tried to move inland and perished along the way, the remains might have been scattered or buried beyond where anyone thought to look. But again, no mass graves, no abandoned trails, nothing conclusive. Another theory is some historians suggest that colonists might have tried to relocate inland, possibly to the Chowan or Roanoke River areas in search of better land and friendlier tribes. there are English artifacts found in those areas that predate later colonial settlements, like tools and pottery. But again, without clear provenance, it's impossible to confirm whether they belong to the lost colony or were left behind later. You knew this was coming, right? Our other theory would be there are more out there theories, some dark, some paranormal, witchcraft or demonic forces, a cursed land that consumed the settlers whole, alien abduction because apparently everything comes back to aliens, or one persistent legend that the colonists discovered an ancient evil in the wilderness and were taken, one by one, leaving only a name behind to warn others. Creepy? Yes. Plausible? Maybe not. But the absence of evidence leaves just enough space for the imagination to fill in the blanks. To this day, there's no conclusive evidence of the lost colony. It has never been found. No bodies, no letters, no artifacts with names. Just stories passed down by Native American tribes, mysterious European-style relics, and that single word, CROATOAN. Even Edgar Allan Poe is said to have whispered that word, CROATOAN, on his deathbed. Coincidence? Maybe, but it's become one of the most chilling words in American history. The Lost Colony lives on in plays, novels, horror shows, and pop culture, but behind the fiction, behind the mystery, is a real community, real families who vanished. And no one ever found out why. So, what do you think happened to the Lost Colony? Did they join a tribe? Did they die in the wilderness? Or was something else watching from the trees? Drop your theories in the comments, and if you've ever been to Roanoke Island, I want to hear your experience, especially if you found anything strange. I'm Jorge, and this is Jorge's House of Horrors.